Nice to see you.
You smell like coffee.
Yeah, I was drinking it. I'm so tired. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you doing okay?
Handsome.
How's the makeup like?
Lena did your makeup.
Can you tell?
I mean, close up, I can see it because I'm looking for it.
Does it look okay?
But it looks good.
Okay. You look great. I'm spinning 3 times.
Is that a mic on you?
Yeah. I don't want to catch you. I love you.
I love you too.
I got makeup on your face.
You got makeup on my face?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll want to clean up. How's the baby?
Kicking.
Yeah. Nervous.
Not particularly.
That's good.
Excited?
That's good.
How are you feeling?
Fine. Room's good. Jake stopped by, so we're good. Yeah.
Are you ready to negotiate the contract?
Yeah. I have a red line. Oh, I feel bad. I smudged your lipstick.
Is it on my face?
Yeah. Well, here we go. That's a lot.
Are they banging?
Oh, that's cute.
Maybe it was bangs. She scared me earlier.
It could be.
She was making
I
weird
don't
sounds
remember.
behind
I
the
don't remember
curtain at the
coffee.
window, and I thought it was someone at our window, and I opened it, and then she's like, like, jumped.
Maybe that's what it was. Like, maybe it wasn't me then.
What?
I'm smearing the makeup.
Oh,
Yeah.
fix it.
This reminds me of when we took our engagement pictures. He was like, just do your thing. I was like, yeah, we got it. We took it on. Yeah, does it look good?
Yes.
Worms in the
So come away with me, nobody has to know where we gonna go. I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me, to run away with me. Don't tell your friends, but let them know we're safe later on. The road's calling, sun on our skin, sleeping under stars when it's gone. I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me, to run away with me, to run away with me, to run away with me. All this time now I know how I want never knew of a love like this. A love like this. You and me, baby, loving like crazy, praying that it never ends. Yeah, you and me, darling, we've really got something the world just can't understand. Yeah, it's you and me, falling in love every day till we're both owning gray. Yeah, it's you and me, as long as we live, I'll never know a love like this. Planning trips on the weekends, living life like we're just kids. Pretty soon we'll have a few of our own in our very own home. Yeah, you and me, baby, loving like crazy, praying that it never ends. Yeah, you and me, darling, we've really got something the world just can't understand. Yeah, it's you.
Awesome, awesome. And first and foremost, I'd like to introduce Donna and Wayne, Michael's parents.
No, you do not need to set a timer. I was put on this strict orders, time and a word limit. Hence, some scribbled notes to keep me on track. First of all, I'm so thrilled. Don and I are just so thrilled to be here. Did you want to say something before I get going?
Sure. Michael, it has been the most wonderful thing to be your mom. The opportunity, the growth. We had our ups and our downs, but more ups than downs. I think you knew I always had your back. Daniel, wherever he went, same. But this is Michael's day, and I'll just cherish that forever. And I think it's just been the greatest thing to be his mom. And Diana, I'm now looking forward to being your mom number 2 and being a grandma. This is going to be our first, and it's going to be a little girl, and I have 2 boys, so very excited. Love you.
So I really, well, first of all, there's so much love in this room. I mean, I just am, what's the old word for clumped? Verklempt. But I had to make some notes, otherwise I would have just rambled. So first of all, I'd like to welcome Diana and your family, the entire family, to the Basist family. And I also want to apologize in advance for the fact that you are now going to have to spell your new last name every single time you have to use it. But here's the good news. You've had lots of practice with Polyak, so I'm sure you'll be a natural with that. The other thing I want to apologize for is the fact that I raised Michael as a Ranger, Met, and Jet fan. That you're going to have to suffer through his misery with those teams. And then I also just want to mention that tonight there are 3 men who are not here with us that in each in their own ways have played a very significant role in Michael's life. One was my father, after whom Michael is named, but Michael never met. He died many years ago. And then there is your Zadie, who also passed over 20 years ago. And I know how much of a huge part of your life he was when you were growing up, and you guys had a really special relationship. And then, of course, there's Grandpa. That's Donna's father, who's also not with us, but a lot of love and a lot of jokes and a lot of wonderful time spent with them. So Michael's Hebrew name is Mordecai, as you may have picked up. And Mordecai in English means warrior. And I must say, in his way, Michael's been a warrior. I absolutely admire your resilience, your determination, and your perseverance. You've had to overcome a lot of family challenges, personal challenges, and I want to kind of take a little credit with that, and that's because when I was your hockey and soccer coach, when you were all of 4 and 5 years of age, whenever you got knocked down, your crazy dad coach would be yelling, shake it off, get back up. Well, little did I know that that would become the mantra for your life. But that's what you do. You get knocked down, you shake it off, you get back up, and you take the next step forward. And I absolutely admire you for that. I just want to also touch on the fact that, I want to say that, Rabbi talked about Adam and Eve, and, it does come from Genesis that originally man was created in the image of God, as him, both male and female. And then they were separated and it became Adam and Eve, and hence the term soulmates. And you are Diana, absolutely Michael's Eve to his Adam. And it is just wonderful to see the love that you two share. And it's reflected in your engagement pictures, the way you guys look at each other. So I want to just close with a prayer that I wrote. Because Michael has really blossomed in your wake. And you've been instrumental in bringing him back to his Jewish spirituality and practice. And I just felt inspired to write a little prayer for you guys. May you meet life's challenges with love, ease, and grace. May that love never waver in the face of such challenges. May you be blessed with a life filled with good health, prosperity, joy, and many simchas. And may you cherish and protect the love that you feel for each other right now in this moment, forever and ever. We love you both. Let's see if I get this right. Mi tibia yulbin. What do you think? Did I kind of get it? Close? All right, I tried. All right, I get an A for effort. So we love you guys. We're thrilled to have grown our family exponentially. And let's raise a glass. And let's all together say, L'chaim.
Let's give him a round of applause. At this time, we'd like to invite Victoria and Val, Diana's parents, to say a toast as well. You can give them a round of applause.
Dear friends and family, I'm Victoria, my husband Val, our mother and father of this beautiful bride. We thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for joining us in this celebration of the union of Diana and Michael. It feels like only yesterday that I held the perfect newborn baby girl in my arms, marveling at her tiny face and counting little fingers and toes. Val and I named the baby Diana, our own beautiful princess, our gift from God, our perfect little goddess. Diana's 13-month-old brother loved rocking the cradle, he called her Didi. That's all he could do. Later, much later, Diana's beautiful nieces, Riley and Biggs, started calling her Dini. Dini, Dina, Didi, Diana has been the light of our lives, who grew into a beautiful, kind, smart, caring, amazing young woman who found her perfect match in Michael. Seeing our daughter as happy, so happy and in love, is all we could ask for. Diana, Michael, we are honored to stand here today and witness the love you two share. You make a beautiful couple, and we couldn't be more thrilled for the future you're building together. You both bring out the best in each other, and we have no doubt that you will have a lifetime of love, laughter, and happiness together. Michael, we love you, and we absolutely love that you and Diana are embracing Judaism. I think I'm repeating what your dad said, but it warms our heart. Thank you for loving our daughter and for making her so incredibly happy. You have become part of our family, and we couldn't be more thrilled to welcome you with open arms. Donna, Wayne, you raised an amazing son, and we can't thank you enough for sharing him with us. As we raise a glass to the happy couple, I want to say this: Diana and Michael, we love you both with all our hearts, and we wish you a lifetime of happiness and love. May you always remember this special day. Cheers to the newlyweds, Mazel Tov, and it's a Russian tradition. If you would please open these beautiful little shot glasses. Fill them with vodka. Yes, this drunken love, beautiful shot glass. And, well, do we have someone to? Yes. So the tradition is, while the glasses are being filled, the tradition at the wedding in Russia, in Ukraine, and the whole former Soviet Union was that when the newlyweds, when you give the toast, everyone says gorka. Gorka means bitter, which means it's too bitter and they have to kiss to sweeten the deal. So once the glasses are filled, we all will shout gorka, and we will get a nice long kiss. And everybody counts. Everybody should count 1, 2, 3, and they should go for a long gorka kiss, because we need a sweet deal today, right? So, yeah, we'll wait for that. No, not yet. People don't have those. I think this. Just a tiny bit. Может, ты поможешь наполнить? Это долгая история.
While we're waiting for everybody to get their vodka to make this special toast, you can tell I'm kind of a woman of minimal words, which is amazing because I've been in sales for 35 years. But I did forget and wanted to recognize and thank both of you for putting on this spectacular, wonderfully warm and loving wedding.
Is everyone ready? All right. Горько, 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 горько. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right, that's an awesome tradition right there. Let's give him a round of applause. And at this time, I would like to welcome Grandma Genya, Diana's maternal grandma, to the stage.
Dear Dinочка and Michael, my congratulations on this very special day for you. Live a long and happy life together and celebrate golden anniversary and more. We have a Russian saying, жизнь прожить, не поле перейти. In English simple, it says, life it's not so easy as to cross a field. So I would like you always be together and overdo all the difficulties and be in good times and in times on difficulties. And may your home be your fort. And at last, I would like to ask you for wonderful presents for me, for great-grandmother. In a while, I want you to give me no more than 3 great-grandchildren.
Awesome. Let's give her another round of applause. Seems like you guys are going to have a tough task on your hands. All right. Next, we have one of Michael's best friends since high school. Let's welcome Andrew.
Oh, man. Might as well come around. High school. Well, yes. So, although just to let the record show, Michael and I graduated from the towel and sit up and push up pregame. Yeah. So we did not do that today. So that's good news. But like I said, I've known Michael since prep school and then college and throughout. And I think it's fair to say that me and you have shared some of the best and top moments of our entire life together. So from like a soppy, sad note, really honored to be here and to be able to speak, man. It's awesome. Now onto the good stuff. So I've known Michael, like I said, since prep school, and prep school was really, it was a foreign country to me. We went to school with 150 people, 40 of them were women, 20 questionable, and it was a battle to say the least. But I met Michael on the first day, and we both kind of looked at each other, and we were like, Jewish? Hockey player. We should probably hang out. But it wasn't until a couple weeks later that I realized I really, really liked Michael. It was a Saturday, and it was actually just before the season, but we were playing a hockey game, and this was the first time that we actually played together. So I wanted to see, all right, like, is this guy any good? What's he all about? So nearing, the end of the game, Michael thought it would be a good idea to beat the crap out of some kid and then fight his mom. And in Michael's defense, this mom kind of came out of nowhere. She shouldn't have been on the ice. And for your football aficionados, she did kind of come from like his blind side, so he didn't see her. But she went down. And I was kind of standing there and I was like, wow, this guy's nuts. He's more tapped than me. And so, as friends, you kind of like, you have similarities, you have hobbies, and that's how you connect. But like me and Mike were kind of like, if I hang out with this guy, I don't look that bad. So fast forward, 15 years later, Mike, successful lawyer, having a baby, marrying the woman of his dreams. He was like, let me fly out this guy from Boston, 34-year-old single guy, degenerate, balding, everything, and be like, hey, I'm not that bad. So you're welcome, Michael. I'm always here for you. Then there was a time where Mike gave me a call. He wanted me to come out to Houston, and said he had met this woman, and Diana, by the way, you look beautiful tonight, meet this girl that liked him. And I immediately kind of assumed she might be deaf or blind, but no, to our degree, she was not. And I flew out, I met them, and we had an awesome weekend together. I mean, kind, loving, loyal. It was truly a treat. And then I was trying to figure out how I can talk about yours two's relationship. And weirdly, I was coming back to a movie that I watched on the plane over here. And bear with me because probably most of you haven't seen this movie. But the movie is about a 13-year-old girl. Sorry, Michael. And it's an animated movie told through the emotions inside her head, Inside Out 2, for all of you looking. And yes, Michael is that 13-year-old girl. But within those emotions, you have sadness, anger, anxiety, happiness, and joy. And Diana is joy. What? You love Inside Out 2, right?
No, I don't. I've never watched it.
You've never? Well, you got to get on your parents. You got to watch that. And so it shows through the emotions, joy is that one that always comes and saves the day, whether it's sadness, anger, or anything takes over. So Diana is that joy. So when, like Wayne said, the New York Jets and the Mets lose for the 30th season in a row, and Michael starts feeling sad, joy is there to save the day. When Michael reads a mean tweet or the wind blows the wrong way and he goes on a temper tantrum like a child that didn't get the toy in Toys R Us, joy is there to save the day. And I can promise you, Diana, that when you said yes to marrying Michael, you didn't know that you would be having to take care of 2 children right off the bat. But what I can promise you is as long as you give that joy to Michael, he's going to be the husband that you want. He's going to be the father that you want. He's going to provide for you and be everything that you want to be. So on that note, I love you guys more than anything. I'm so happy to be here. I did not bring up my wine, so give me 2 seconds. Raise a glass. I love you, man. To the future, I'm excited to be a part of it.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. Beautiful words. And at this time, I would like to welcome Lena and Ryan, Diana's older sister and brother-in-law.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lena, Diana's older sister, and I'm here tonight to do what all older siblings love to do, embarrass the younger one while pretending it's heartfelt. So buckle up, Diana. So let me start with Michael. Michael, you're a brave man. Not just for marrying Diana, but for sitting through this speech. Now, when Diana first told me about you, I thought, this guy must be different. And I was right. Because unlike your previous girlfriends, the blondes we all recently learned about, you finally made the brilliant decision to date and now marry my beautiful, dark-haired, Jewish firecracker of a sister. Michael, welcome to the family. You've upgraded to the premium package. complete with unsolicited advice, strong opinions, and endless food to help you gain those extra 10 pounds you're so desperately seeking. We're gonna make it happen. Now, Diana, let's talk about you. Growing up, you were the baby of the family, which meant two things. You got away with everything, and you always got your way. But enough about that. Today, we celebrate you. You found someone who loves you for all your quirks, your stubbornness, and your ability to out-argue anyone, even a successful lawyer. Micheal, you deserve a medal. But in all seriousness, seeing the two of you together gives me such joy. You complement each other perfectly. Diana brings the fire, and Micheal brings the fire extinguisher. It's a match made in heaven. Before I wrap up, let me offer some advice. First, never go to bed angry, unless you're both angry about the same thing, in which case it's teamwork. Second, always remember Diana's always right, even when she's wrong. Micheal, just nod and smile. It'll save you so much time. And finally, make time for the little moments. Those will be the ones you cherish most, especially once you have the baby. And Grandma mentioned 3 kids. I up her by 1 more, 4. That takes 1 off of me. So 4 for you. And as my mom said, Guarica, Guarica, Guarica. So if I don't know where the vodka is, but we can pass it around again. And okay, we can do the wine, and you both kiss. Guarica, 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 Guarica. Woo! Grandma said enough.
Mazel tov, Micheal and Diana. I'm going to repeat what I said on Friday night because that just came to me naturally, and I think that's right. We were just coming out of Hanukkah, and I just felt like you guys you're the new light, and it's so important for the Jewish community, for our families. We grow now, and the love and warmth that you guys share is not just for you two. It radiates around you, and it's really special. And I have come to love and grow the Poliak family. They're so special, and in the limited time I've met your wonderful family. You're great too.
We've been together for 20 years.
I said Michael's family. Michael's family. Yeah, and I hardly know Michael, but in the few times I've met him, he's been wonderful. Thank you for the hockey tickets. Again, hold on, Mom. I just wish you guys lots of love, nachas, and just a wonderful life together. L'chaim. Yeah.
All right, let's give them a round of applause. You guys might need to step it up. At this rate, we might have to jump the count for the kids to quite an amount at this point. So this time we'd like to invite Alex and Tali, Diana's older brother and sister-in-law. You guys can give them a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex. I'm Diana's older brother. So first of all, let me start by saying that this toast was written with love, care, and a little help from ChatGPT. Yeah, I had to outsource my feelings because my dear sister, in her infinite wisdom, gave me 30 minutes to prepare. Classic little sister move. She always keeps me on my toes, and apparently now at the last minute in front of a microphone. But let me tell you something about my sister. Growing up, we were only a year apart, and that meant we were more rivals than siblings at times. Whether it was who got the last blini or who could argue better in Russian, we always pushed each other. And while I may have won a few of these, this is my speech, so I win them all. She gave me a run for my money. All right, that's enough from ChatGPT. In all sincerity, from my own brain, I'm truly so happy to celebrate you both. Diana, I'm so incredibly happy to see what you've built for yourself in Houston and how you're about to start this beautiful life together with Micheal. Micheal, I'm so excited to welcome you to the family. You're a great guy. Every time I've met you, you're a perfect match for my sister, even though you're a Jets fan. Mazel tov to you both.
L'chaim.
And in Russian, we say Zazdarovye. So on the count of 3, and then you drink. 1, 2, 3. Zazdarovye.
Yes, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for those beautiful words. And at this time, we'd like to invite Jake, one of Michael's best friends. They actually met at the first law firm. Make some noise for Jake.
All right. Hi, everyone. Great to be here. Micheal, Diana, I'm just so happy for you both and so excited to be celebrating with you. As was just kind of mentioned, I am one of Michael's best friends and very fortunate to be asked to speak here this evening. Micheal and I met about 5 years ago. We were in the same class of attorneys starting at Latham & Watkins. And there are some remarkable similarities between some of the things that Merms mentioned where, I think we pretty quickly found each other and found that, we were probably getting into more trouble than we should have been, but having a lot of fun kind of along the way. One story in particular kind of sticks out to me about Micheal. Micheal is one of the most loyal friends that you could ever imagine and is so willing to go to bat for his friends and family. I, at one point, had torn my Achilles tendon. I was a grown adult at this time, by the way. Unlike Merms, I was like 26, 27 at this point. Tore my Achilles playing dodgeball. And 48 hours later, was out at a club with Micheal. Again, this is the type of thing that we tended to do. No more, of course. And we're like bouncing around this club. At one point, I went to order water. I was trying to be responsible. I'd had surgery 48 hours earlier, so I was trying to get water at the bar. The bartender tried to charge me $25 for the water. Oh, I was on crutches, by the way, just to be clear. I was a little bit upset, $25. Micheal, at this moment, for a second, I thought that he was going to literally jump over the bar and square up with this bartender. He did not, so I guess he, had grown up a little bit from his hockey days. But he did tell the bartender that trying to charge a man on crutches $25 for water was, number one, unethical, in no uncertain terms, and number two, possibly a violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And I got the water for free, so, And that was, that was one of those moments where I realized that Micheal goes to bat for the people that he cares about in ways that are heroic and also very, very funny and very meaningful. I remember, too, the first time, Micheal, that you told me about Diana. It was almost a year ago to the day. I remember very, very distinctly the phone call, and, Micheal started telling me about this girl that he was seeing. He described this smart, beautiful girl from Southern California, Jewish. I was like, This is, and I could hear the smile in your voice, Michael, as you were telling me this. And at the time, Michael was debating whether or not to move in with Diana. And I was listening to this, and I was like, Michael, what are you waiting for? I mean, I don't know if I said that explicitly, but that is certainly what I was thinking. And yeah, I mean, we're here now, less than a year later, and you two are just such a perfect pair for each other. Diana, you bring out the best in Michael in so many different ways. You clearly both make each other so happy. So, suffice it to say, Michael, clearly you made the right decision by moving in with Diana. Although, Diana, I know you were the one really calling the shots there. There's so much I could say here, but I guess, maybe the one thing I'll say here too is you guys are starting on this exciting new chapter. There's going to be challenges. There's also going to be so much joy. Remember that you guys are always on the same team. And not like the Jets, like a good team. And I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. Mazel tov. L'chaim. Love you both.
Thank you for those beautiful words. And this time I would like to invite Daniel, Michael's brother, next to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. I am Daniel. I'm Michael's younger brother. Just trying to figure out which way I was going to go, but after hearing everyone else, kind of just going to go with what we know best, which is, for those of you that don't know, that is my best friend. We've gone through a lot together. Pretty surprised that we're here. I know that getting married was not necessarily something we always talked about, but I remember, similar to Jake's story, when you did kind of pick up the phone and let me know about Diana, and it was different, for sure. I never heard you, A, be so into someone so quickly, and B, already kind of talking about like moving in and kind of taking steps that for you are pretty quick. So at that point, I knew that, Diana, you must, there's something different about you, something that definitely clicked. And when I first met you, I could tell that, yeah, you're such a sweetheart. As you are well aware, we're not the easiest people sometimes to deal with. And you somehow have reeled him in a way that's matured him in both himself and how he tries to better himself and be honest with himself, as well as how he is with you and making sure that he's kind of going out of his way to get himself in a position that he feels he's living up to his end of the bargain. And that's something that, honestly, I haven't seen that with him in his relationships, and I knew that something was different, and I'm just grateful because we've been through a lot. I'm very tough on who he does bring around. I'm not gonna lie, and I love you. You've been honestly great for him. And I'm just super excited to welcome this little baby into the world and be the fun uncle that I never thought I was gonna be. And it's just something that's really beautiful to watch you guys kind of grow so quickly and just so tight. It's really beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to the fun times ahead. Hi.
Alrighty. Thank you for the beautiful speeches. At this time, would love to hear from the people who are here to celebrate. So please make some noise for the bride and groom, Michael and Diana.
Hello, everyone. I stay with you. Sorry, I guess I'm staying on this side. Well, look, first of all, thank you to everyone that came out from the Poliak and Kat's side. We really appreciate, like from my side of the family, we really appreciate the hospitality, hosting the whole weekend. We've had a great time, and we hope everyone else has as well. I'm very excited to be joining your family and learning more about the Russian traditions and everything else that goes along with that. As people have mentioned, Diana's really brought me sort of full circle to my Judaism. There was a point in my life as a kid where my parents were Orthodox, so I guess, yeah, we were too by default. Sorry. So yes, the overarching is a thank you to the Poliak family for this wonderful weekend. I really wanted to give a shout out to my buddies who flew out from New York, Boston, and my buddy Zach and his wife Alex came down from LA. They spent the week with us. We've had a great time. They've helped with all kinds of different things that popped up. You think you have it all planned, and then you don't. And then you also get sick, and then you throw your back out. And so, thankfully, there are people who are around to help. And this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Zach and Merms at various points this week to get me out of bed and moving forward. So I really want to thank you guys for that. I also want to thank you for just me being here today. That's a very big deal, and I love you guys for all that. Jake, same goes to you. We've had a hell of a 5 years in the legal world. It's like 15. So people who are lawyers, they'll understand that. For those that don't, it's because of how much we work. So to my parents, I love you guys. Obviously, wouldn't be here without you. My mom mentioned it earlier. We've had a very special relationship. There have been some very challenging times through my childhood, and I don't think it's an overstatement to say that if it wasn't for my mother, the family that's here on this side would not be here. She's been an absolute rock, so I do want to give her a quick round of applause for that. Now, moving on to really the reason we are here is my beautiful bride, my wife, Diana. My wife. I love you very much. You have just been amazing. The best that I was able to sort of, it took me a while to try to think about the few things I wanted to say. People have mentioned this a couple times throughout the weekend. It's the Yiddish word besheret. There's a couple different meanings in soulmate, destiny. For us, in our story, I guess it can go either way. For those that don't know, the long and the short is we met once on one dating app. We talked, texted, whatever, didn't hang out. Had another couple touch points over the course of another year. Wasn't the right timing. Sure enough, we both were on another app for 30 seconds. We matched, and we were like, okay, how many more times do we need to have these kind of touch points without actually meeting each other? So, we decided to go get Loro, actually. Yeah. Went to Loro, this little Korean barbecue in Houston. We had one drink, and we talked, I don't know, maybe from 8 p.m. till 2:30 in the morning. We moved from the bar to, not even the bar, the kind of barbecue to her house, sat outside. She wouldn't let me in. She would not let me in. No, and we just talked. We really just talked. We connected.
Did not kiss either.
No, yeah. We didn't kiss till the fourth date.
Tell us. We believe you.
But I definitely... But I definitely knew there was something really special. That was the start of it. And then we hung out a little bit more, decided, 3 months into knowing each other to take a trip to Costa Rica. And for me, I don't want to speak for you. So for me, that was when I knew. And that was actually when I told her that I was like, I think I'm falling in love with you. And it was a different feeling than anything I had really felt before. And there was, we talked about it that day or that trip, how people talk, they say like they know their soulmate or they get this special feeling or I don't know, these hallmark ideas that never really felt real for me, and I don't think they did for you either. And we had said in that moment, we were like, oh shit, maybe it is a real thing. Like we felt it, and it's hard to articulate it.
We thought people were lying.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought people were lying. We talked about that, right? It was like, people are full of shit. Like, what do you mean? It's your soulmate, and all of a sudden we realized, like, no, it's a real thing. We didn't know what that meant in that exact moment, but we knew it was something special. And, as other people have mentioned, from there it did. It moved quickly. We were hanging out every day. I was working a lot, she was working a lot, and then we'd still find ways that, 11 o'clock, midnight, to go see each other, grab a drink, grab a bite to eat, whatever it was. And then soon thereafter, I wanted her to move in. So I made the ask, and she moved in. And then from there, it really accelerated. We have gotten along. I've lived with, friends, family. I've lived alone. I've never had so much fun living with someone as just like a partner, a friend, my significant other. It all just connected. Obviously, it's not just perfect all the time, but we don't really argue, partly because she just wins whatever argument there is. But no, the vibes and the energy and the feeling in the house, it changed overnight. It was incredible. I wish I could articulate it better, other than the word I just used, which is it's incredible. And even the way we live together now, everything matches. I know this is a small thing, but we hear it from other couples, which is the dishwasher. And people, do you wash the dishes? Do you do this, do that? I don't know. Everything we do is sort of on the same page, and we don't even have to talk about it. And it's pretty awesome. It really has been just amazing. And whatever little hardships have popped up have been pretty, frankly, irrelevant to our relationship. It's sort of outside noise that trickles in and affects, and obviously, we do what we can to block out the noise, but it's still really nice and special to know that when it comes down to it, our connection between each other has always maintained, it's been so strong. And there have been some challenges. I had surgery, I had a few other things, and everything, it always goes, it always goes over just fine. The kind of last thing, well, actually, no, that's not yet. A couple more things I wanted to say. I think that you will be such an amazing mom, and someone had said to me the importance of finding someone that's your true soulmate, who will be a great wife, a great partner, and a great mother. And those words hit home when that was said to me. And then shortly thereafter, I met her, and it all became full circle that it exists, and that's you. I love you so much. I think you will be just a tremendous mom. I'm so excited to have this baby girl who's not named yet, but we're close. And there's some, last thing I said, there's some little moments in life. This has felt like one of them. I'm just thrilled to be, as I said earlier, joining the Polyak family, having the Polyak family join the Basists, right? It's this wonderful match of everything. And the last thing I'll say is to my aunt and uncle who hosted Friday and Saturday, the Parzan/Sherman side of the family. Thank you so, so much. It was truly just, it was a great It was a great time. We appreciate the effort, all of it. So thank you very much. I love you so much. I can't wait for our future. And I really appreciate everyone here for coming out, and we look forward to the rest of our lives.
I did have a little well, it might be a little bit long, so I also want to see if anyone else wants to share anything. Sit back. Do you Riley want to say something? What do you want to say, guys? Okay, thank you. Okay.
She loves public speaking.
So in the middle of the night, I woke up inspired, and I wrote 10 things I like about you. 1, the way you look. 2, the way you speak. 3, your smile. 4, your passion and empathy to help others. From neck rescue dogs to grabbing water bottles and leftovers to take to homeless people on the street. You make sure everyone feels seen, and that's really special. 5, your intellect. I didn't have much expectation on our first date, but after hours and hours went by and we covered every topic, such as women's rights, education, private interest in politics, socioeconomic inequality, and connected on both growing up in Southern California. I knew there was something there. 6, you like to have fun. I came to learn about your colorful party history and lingering taste for a good night. We packed so much into our year together. 7, spending time with you. After our first date, we had like 8 dates in 2 weeks while you were billing crazy hours. When we are apart, we always have a strong pull back together. I joke we could live in a much, much smaller home because you, me, and Milo, our dog, are almost always in the same 5 to 10 feet of space. They literally come into the closet with me. 8, dreaming with you from real life to fantasy land. There's no place without you. I love your open, expanded mind, and I can't wait to realize some of our dreams together. 9, trying new things with you. I love all the travels and experiences we've had. I can't wait to keep exploring with you through every stage of life. And 10, the family we are creating and all the love and care you bring to it. Can't wait for our life together.